So they try and shut down the back line of the long area. Okay, interesting. We'll see if that transpires here. Ladies and gentlemen, third and final map. Faze Clan taking on Team Liquid. We Faze with the T-side campaign to kick things off here. 4 players over Liquid in towards middle. They will be combative here. That means A's completely wide open. And speaking of which, karrigan's helping himself to just that. Molotov down towards default, smoke down at CT. But no bomb to be spotted, so a bit of a fake here, perhaps.
Yeah, it's a fake that's opening up the middle. They're still keeping an eye on it, but nice little win. Naf with a good return, and it's still a 4-on-4, but yeah, trying to distract and pull a lot of players back from that donut position, which so far so good. karrigan's actually in CT spawn now as they're trying to rotate through. They realize that he's there.
Oh, no.
And they double team him, so yeah, the bomb has gone down, but it's a 3 versus 3. Naf is low on health.
Yeah, super unfortunate that karrigan does 99 damage towards Naf. Robs, though, just trying to stay alive as long as possible. He knows he's done for, but he buys an extra 5 seconds. Bomb still planted. About halfway gone. Now, Nafly has the kit. That's the problem. 1 point of health and Brokey to defend.
Yeah, that's awkward, isn't it? Finally dead. It took so long, but not for you, Kinder. The time to kill there. 0 seconds as he just goes straight down. Patsy, a crossfire that he has to break open. You need a stunning headshot, and he's already realizing it can't be done. It's not worth it. He's going to try and see if he can make an escape, and even that's going to be denied. Faze on the board. They win the pistol. And that has to feel good.
Interesting approach. You don't see many all-out fakes like that, especially on a pistol round. You're committing a lot of utility. You normally want to utilize it and go through there. So we saw karrigan with a little fake towards A, smoking Sport, Molotov a default as well. You would assume that's a full commitment, but it was anything but. Focusing their efforts towards middle, climbing up the ledge, back in towards B, and then a backstab from Spawn from karrigan as well. Beautifully played. Great mid-round decisions. And smiles all round for Faze Clan here, as we do have a force from Team Liquid that we'll have to deal with here. So not out of the woods just yet. Back towards middle with the Galils. Up against MP9s, a scout, and a couple of pistols here. karrigan tucks himself in. Protected by twists here as well, as Rops will deal with any sort of A-main aggression. Known for the Rops utility. Can throw a whole wall of smokes by himself, as he demonstrates right now. There it is.
Perfectly done. I like it.
So he smokes off Spawn and Temple.
Yeah, you can see the players that are outside of B are worried about a pop flash around the corner, so they're playing really far back. It's finally karrigan put into a bit of a battle here as he'll go down. Naf will find a kill on Brokey, and it just continues. The MP9, it mows them down on the approach to the B bomb side.
Well, this is very problematic. Faze Clan with a minute to work with, the bomb down, a 4-on-2. And they've barely done any damage. They have to try and dissect the cave position if possible, but a bit of a crossfire set up there. And we're not seeing the rotations come through necessarily, so I'm not sure the CTs are aware they have the bomb. If they do, they're allowing it to be picked up here. As they will be pushing A main, just kind of confirming this has to be the B finish. First fight about to go down, and Robs comes out on top, looking for the double, and he converts as well. This round is well back in favor for Faze, says Rainwaker. Great rotation with that 5-7.
Yeah, it was a good shot, wasn't it? Twist realizing and hearing it and putting in that fight. Rainwaker, he should have been dead, but somehow he just bounces on through like a little bunny and makes it work.
I can't believe he gets away with it. He assumed that was the commitment. The plan will be coming through momentarily. He's jumping around the corner, making all the noise in the world, and somehow resets, gets the kill. It all started here, though. Double kill for Nafly with his MP9. A little bit sloppy from Faze Clan there. Throwing it away. Didn't really get much done, and you can see it's a frustrating finish for them. They'll have to force by now. Deagle's pretty much across the board. karrigan will go with the Tech 9 instead. And the Ekanda have to defend Cave once more. Got a lot on his plate. karrigan trying to bust through the smoke there. Doesn't work out for him whatsoever. Another opening pick for Liquid, which has been a common phrase in this best of 3. First map, sure, was pretty compelling for Faze Clan, a comprehensive victory, but more often than not, Liquid are finding themselves in a 5-on-4 advantage, but just couldn't convert the round. So this one looks like it's under control, being very active, but so is Rain. Lovely shot with the Desert Eagle, finds OC, pushing this B ramp, trying to find the players in towards T-spawn. Now looking very uncomfortable. They're going to lose a couple of frags here.
Oh no, they actually lose a Kinder. This is a big problem. Naf feeling the pressure. He knows that they could be coming up the ramp behind him. Molotov actually be a good choice at the moment, but he's still dropping quite low. Not getting wall banged at the moment, although it did get close. Look at how low they all are on the Faze side. So even in the 3-on-3, You have to assume that Liquid will be able to find a way out here.
Robs needs to be careful. They can spam him right back.
40 seconds, and they're committed to this B attack, it feels like. They're not going to be falling back. Twist really, really far back. And again, because they're so low on health. They're calling a freeze, saying, let's cross our fingers and hope that somebody from Liquid will just walk into their crosshairs here. And they're not.
Being very disciplined. Nice crossfire here. Nafly guaranteed a kill. Apparently not. Patsy now in a lot of trouble, needs to back up. He's alone, isolated, but not missing a beat. That's a beautiful shot towards the ramp. Closes things out, strong as you like. That's what he's brought in to do. An excellent rifler. Patsy holds strong as Team Liquid fend off the force buy there. Has to be the Eco-Anders, so 3-1, pretty much locked in here. This is not even half buy territory. This is $2,000 per player, full eco. You can't even really bring a P250 on a swivel here. Patsy looking very confident with his M4. Understood the situation perfectly, and once Naf went down, he had to deliver, and he did so on all fronts. So great work there, Team Liquid. Like I said, probably up to 3-1 now.
Bit of a closer round than I would have wanted there for Liquid, but I mean, they get the job done in the end, and because of the economics of this round, they should be able to just keep it going, no problem.
Speaking of economics, I look at OC. He has worked out what he's up against. He's understood the assignment. Sticking with the USP, that's absolutely fine. There'll be no danger of them losing this round. If he like buys an AWP, or if he could, like there's a real possibility he get overwhelmed. Maybe they pick it up. You don't need it this round, so keep the money nice and strong. Play a nice passive, long game. Still get those one taps of the USP. So yeah, no problem with that whatsoever. We'll see if Nafly can strike first. So certainly got the advantage here. Should be no problem. He'll take down Rain and Robs to boot as well. Easy does it. Patsy will confirm the round, and even the USP gets a frag as well. So perfect round there for Team Liquid. As said, 3-1 pretty much locked in. And oh my days, it's going to be Rob still with $3,900. So a buy, but that's what, AK armor and a flash. That's about it.
Yeah, it's not exactly amazing, is it?
So you might want to go for Galil instead.
You could have definitely made that argument, because, again, lacking the grenades,
he sacrificed the helmet for the smoke. So he's gone without the helmet so he can get the smoke. I'm not sure I love that, but I guess, like, the smoke is a big part of the default. They're going to need it to deal with this bombardment you receive. For now, though, Faze will be boosting behind the smoke. A grenade lands at their front door, hits the incendiary as well. They're trying to catch players boosting up towards leads. They extinguish this Molotov there and actually find OC. That's very well done.
It pays off in the end, doesn't it? Robs is going to be caught. Not even sure the helmet made a big difference there, but you can just with a good burst and a 4-on-4 to ensue. And then, yeah, throwing away some rifles here, making sure no one from Liquid can pick them up. Patsy's actually pushed through the smoke in the middle. What a shock. I don't think Twist was ready for it. He was trying to manage the rifles over on that side, and he just gets caught with his pants down. 4 versus 3. Bomb being brought onto the site and planted, and Rain, he had the right idea, but it's Rain Waker on the other side instead to pick him off. So Brokey and Carrigan, can you hold on to this 2v4? They're in a not necessarily in a great position right now.
It's possible. Faze can win this one. Carrigan and Brokey, 100 HP each. Nice little crossfire. Carrigan holding towards the cave. It's Brokey that's the most heavy lifting, especially now. Carrigan, he can only really spam the defuse. First kill will come in for Brokey here. Needs a double kill. Delivers on that promise. Can't find the third. Carrigan, though, it has been set up. Bomb is ticking at some pace. Just one kill might be enough. As I said, he might just have to go for the spam here. Dissuades them from the bomb. Is it going to be enough? Time will tell. The defuse coming in. It looks like they've done just enough there, Anders. Good effort, but as soon as that smoke went down, their options were very limited. Carrigan did well to deny as long as he possibly could. Ultimately, though, pushed back. And I love this approach, though. They're aware of all the possible threats. The boost comes in. They didn't panic when the incendiary lands on their feet. Extinguish, find the kill. But even then, it wasn't enough. This was a 4-on-2.
And Brokey, I mean, he did so much work in that, but he just, yeah, it wasn't quite enough. 4-1 in their favor.
Yeah. And even with that bomb planted, money's still in a compromised position.
Oh, no.
Faze Clan with Tech 9s.
That's fairly devastating. This is such a slow start when it comes to the rifles for Faze.
Well, it's because they haven't got maximum loss bonus here, right? They won the pistol, and then you lose the follow-up round. If you lose the pistol, you get a bonus stage of loss bonus. So, yeah, it's the worst possible outcome. Your money will recover next round, but we'll see what they can make of it here. Be a soul coming through. Actually looking quite promising. Galil At the tip of the spear here. Plant should be no problem, but Yekindar, Naf, chiming in. 3 kills found here. Shutting down all prospects of that plant. It's a chaotic situation, but very well handled. Team Liquid will find their 5th round here on the 3rd and final map. Ancient looking very comfortable for the Mandos. And bear in mind, this is a squad as well that has already taken down the mighty G2. Another squad that didn't change their roster in the player break. Same story for Faze. These are 2 of the hardest challenges at the entire tournament, arguably.
Caught me a bit off guard at that B-bomb side because they were posturing Liquid like they were going to fall back and just play for the after plant. And I think probably Faze felt the same way. So the fact that suddenly there was 3 people that were pushing through the smokes to attack them before they bombed them down, absolutely catching them off guard a little bit. And obviously they didn't have the weapons either, but still, yeah, you're not wrong. Liquid, it's just got to be one of the best honeymoons of all time. They're looking so fresh right out the gate.
Yeah, and Faze are looking a little bit cold. I guess the analyst brought up a good point. With this tournament, the only objective they need is come top 6, right? That's all they have to do.
Sure.
So maybe not looking to peak, not looking to bring out all the new refinements. They're playing about a coach as well. Bear that in mind. A few caveats with all said and done. Still, certainly the heavy favorites here. There's no denying that. But yeah, you can see that they're not looking their usual selves against OG as well as mentioned. They got the 2-0. Job done, but certainly wasn't smooth sailing. As we see Naf fly. He's actually pushing towards pocket, down the B ramp. That's incredibly potent. Difficult to flush him out, and Carrigan's about to find out. Down he goes. Back towards middle. Patsy stays calm. His teammate smokes him out as Nafly gets his 2nd frag of the round.
Look at how far away the bomb is as well. It's all the way on the B side of the map.
Yeah, they are getting absolutely wrecked here. They have no idea of what territory they've sacrificed. Nafly's pushed down B ramp by himself, got in towards pocket,
won the whole round,
and killed 3 people, and there's nothing to be said about it. And there's no trade potential. They had no idea it was a possibility. Even after he got the first kill, he just kept pushing, picking them off one by one. An absolute non-starter. One player shouldn't be decimating you in that sort of manner. Yeah, Twists. Nothing he can do. 13 seconds. Literally can just save here.
I was bringing this up last time we were watching Liquid, but it just feels like Naf is given more room to do what he wants now.
Right.
And that wasn't the case on the former Liquid lineup. There was much more structure, and I think Naf especially was much more of a sort of a role player. Like you had him do, I think, all of the worst jobs almost on the team. And he did them really well, but it's really refreshing to see him get cut loose a little bit like this. I'm so curious. It'd be fun. Maybe it's a bit early, but maybe at the end of the start of the season here, it'd be cool to try and do some comparative stats with Naf alone, just like what was happening before and after the change, because it feels to me like right now he's having a much bigger impact than he did before.
Well, that was an absolutely massive round from Naf. Taking matters into his own hands, to say the very least. 3 massive kills.
6-1 lead.
Half by once again, Anders, and it's towards A here. Twist will have the bomb. Watching elbow right now for any mid-push. And it looks like maybe it's even a contact play. I don't think they're execute here. It's Rainwaker, new boy, to defend. They'll be walking into his crosshair momentarily.
Yeah, and they didn't have the Molotovs to get rid of him, so doesn't mean they can't get the kill, obviously. Rob's being boosted up. Did he spot it? Now he certainly does. And the spray is just fine. Gonna put down a grenade and probably call in OC a little bit, maybe from the donut as well. Yeah, they could set up a bit of a crossfire, potentially. Smokes and flashes coming up behind him, and they're putting on some pressure, and he's still not getting that much backup, so it's all on him. I think he saw the shadow and fired a bit early, and it betrays him. Patsy goes down, and it's a 3 versus 3 now, as OC will pick up that kill on Rain.
Yeah, loving the movement there from OC. Good awareness as well. Picks off the flanking player from middle. Huge frag here for Naf, continuing this impressive form we've seen on the CT side of Ancient. And it was looking promising. This round looked like it could slip away from Team Liquid, but absolutely not. No plan once again. A nice idea. Slow approaching towards the A bomb side there with the boost, but really like the contributions from Rainwaker there. Like, he only gets the 1 kill, but he delays him for so long there. The discipline not to overpeak that angle. He gets the frag, calling for rotation. The grenade delays. The smoke buys him a bit of room. Sure, Carrigan gets him, but he bought an extra 10 seconds to the proceedings there, which is more than enough. They don't even get the plan.
That kind of discipline, surely, if you're looking for a new teammate, like, I don't know how they decided on Rainwaker, but if you're looking through demos and you saw that, you'd be like, oh, cool. He's able to keep his cool even under pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nice little thing to be spotting out. Patsy gets a kill, and he's overrun. The lineup is nearly there. I don't know if Rainwaker realized, but he actually almost had the double spray down through the smoke. 4 versus 3 after the chaos in the middle. And Liquid are just, they're looking red hot at the moment. 7-1. They can't be stopped.
Bit of a scrappy game here from Faze. They're getting caught off by the common reactionary plays from the CT side. Fortunate not to go down in the hands of Yekindar there at the B push. OC looking to reclaim territory towards middle. He has got Robs to deal with, but that is no problem whatsoever. Great awareness from OC. He is looking fantastic this tournament. Flashbang towards B ramp. OC again, looking to challenge. Holds on to his life here, baiting in Yekindar.
They don't have to peek this at all. Why would they want to fight this? Don't know if they realize Brokey has the AWP, but regardless, just wait this 50 seconds. They know they have to show up eventually. That's an interesting crouch under. The smoke goes up on front, but probably Faze just have to go for it.
Oh, hit him.
Shot right for the smoke. Molotov on the other side. Brokey, he's got to be so careful that doesn't...
Oh!
He gets him right through. A disgusting shot from OC. Leaves Rain on his own.
What can he do with this one? He is in a world of trouble, Anders. It's Nafly with a perfect backstab and Liquid presenting a perfect CT side so far. FaZe have no response whatsoever. They are getting mauled. They are being outplayed in every understanding of the game right now. Team Liquid seem to be in the right place at the right time. The pushes are sublime. The timings are perfect. The way they're approaching these equal situations. Active on the map. OC not missing a beat as well. The shot through the smoke. The backstab from Nafly. It's just a beautiful thing. You wouldn't think this is a brand new roster.
Nope.
Well, be careful there, boys. Those are expensive hands you're shaking.
Ridiculous clip. Fine, we'll take it. 8-1. Yeah, you're right. They really are winning all of the important fights early on here.
Yeah, this is rough, and this is a very compromised setup once again. It's FaZe that are not getting close to these rounds. A Galil for twists. No utility really once again, missing the important parts, the Molotovs. And what do we got next? The bombs outside A. And Yekindar seems to be very aware of that. He's hightailed it from the B bomb side, leaving Nafly there alone for now. What have they shown in terms of presence on the map? Rain's got a bit of ledge control here. Smokes off the red room.
Yeah, the mid control could be interesting. You could put some pressure on there, but you might want to sell a bit more towards the B bomb side. It looks like they will end up at A right now. But you want to keep two people in B just so that there isn't a quick rotation that could be happening from CT spawn. You can see both Yekindar and Patsy are a little bit further back, and it's OC to catch Rain. So part of that crunch towards the bomb side is now gone. 35 seconds. Karrigan sneaking through. On the other side is Naf, and he might just be able to catch him straight up. Hello. That's one huge kill. But do they call the rotate, or do they just leave Karrigan on the flank?
30 seconds to work this one out. So Karrigan is flanking, but they've got to commit towards A. The fake doesn't really do much for them. They're biding their time. Here comes the smoke down towards spawn. OC to strike first, but a player behind the big box is going to be Rainwaker making himself known. Huge spray down, 10 seconds left. I think it's all said and done.
Yeah.
They have to save here, but nothing will be taken into the next round. Just Karrigan remains in CT spawn. They know exactly where he is. That backstab is the only kill they find en route towards the A bomb side there, Anders. That's the only frag found.
That was actually ice cold out of Yekindar, because you could be so pressured to try and go for the B bomb side, right? You've just lost a player. For all you know, the bomb is right outside and it's going to get planted, but they called their bluff. They said, no, this is still going to be an A attack, and they're absolutely right. This is so sick. Just
to know there as well, you can see how the lack of Molotovs really hurting them there. Once they've got them in control, the standard procedure is bounce the Molotov towards the back of Donut, flush out that potential AWP, but you just don't have that luxury. You've got to face check these positions. OC gets a freebie, and I think we're calling a B rush, Anders. When all else fails, we know Old Faithful has to be deployed.
It is a classic for a reason, and it does actually work on this map. You really can, but you need the first kill to go your way, and instead, Patsy and OC again combining for a really solid defense. And now it's slowed down. Now there are smokes. Now there are Molotovs on the ramp, and you have to give it up.
That's about as bad as it can go. You've committed all your resources over. You've lost 2 players. Rain's down at 7 points of health. There's not really much left. A couple of smokes. And they know you've gone. And you have actually no information they're pushing behind you as well. It's gone about as bad as it possibly could. You can't really rest in your laurels, suggest you're going elsewhere because you don't know what information they have now. Go together, hope for the best, and it looks like Rainwaker's looking for another big spray down here. He gets caught juggling the grenades, but not punished for it at least. Double digits for Team Liquid, Anders. This is a very, very impressive performance.
And then HE landing on Rain before they even... They probably were stealing themselves up to try and do something in the middle. Like, right, we've got 3 people, let's try and go for it. And they run right into an HE and an immediate AK towards the donut position. 10-1. This is so ridiculous.
Bear in mind, this is a FaZe clan as well that only got 3 rounds in their T-side Mirage campaign. Their map pick... T-sides, after the Paris Major, a lot of people were suggesting that their T-sides looked uninspired. There was something quite off about them. They were being overwhelmed by aggressive CT sides. And yeah, I guess to say that like this tournament suggests there might be some elements of truth to it, but an A rush is being presented right now. It's getting chaotic for OC. Rattles off a couple of shots, and he will get a couple of kills. Down to a 3 versus 2. My God, Patsy, what just happened? An absolute airstrike is delivered. The HE, the incendiary, and bullets come raining down on FaZe Clan, and he gets all 3.
They get so stacked up because of the delay on OC. Because he stays alive, they are suddenly all grouped up, and when they run into the Molotov HE combo. This is an insane shot to begin with, but yeah, it's the grenade follow-up that just destroys the incoming FaZe attack.
Yeah, they are loving it. Have they barely planted the bomb? They planted the bomb twice this half. And bear in mind, FaZe won the pistol, Anders. They won the pistol. I forgot. This rush A, boys. Nothing is working. Rush the A bomb site as Rainwaker mowing them down once again. FaZe can't get going here on Ancient. This is an absolute disaster. As they're just rushing B, rushing A. Yeah, nothing is working for them.
Not at all. And Rainwaker, he just had to stand there. They were running in front of him, and he just sprayed them both down. 1 casualty on the side of Liquid as they get up to 12 rounds. And looking at the scoreboard even for FaZe, you've got to say they're really lacking in kills alone. They're not doing the damage in these rounds to make it really interesting. They're just not getting any kills on the board here. Liquid are cruising through this game at the moment.
I don't know whether we should do this, or we will check in with the scoreboard, see if it gives anything away. Brokey's at the top with 7, Twitch 6, Carrigan 4, Rain 3, Rob 6. So yeah, no one really carrying the game. No one's having one of those performances that can win you a couple of rounds, you know, like a couple of clutches.
Yeah, your top fragger is getting a kill every other round.
So yeah, like normally FaZe, like we saw on the first map, right? Like they'll win a 1v4. Like Carrigan will get you around because you've got that sort of firepower what FaZe are known for. But yeah, nothing really working. They've won the pistol. And that is literally it. They've barely planted the bomb since. Naf, though, on the front foot here, in towards Jaguar. It's a very difficult fight to win. It's a risk to take on the CT side, but the Molotov, it goes past him, of course. And Rain doesn't anticipate his position, and that's a beautiful kill. Does he get away with it? Can he survive?
Carrigan's taking it up. He heard it. And Naf was ready. Look at Carrigan down to 12.
Yeah.
But at least it's a trade. I think FaZe will be... He's just happy to be in a 4-on-4 right now. Some of these rounds are lost so fast. As soon as anything happens, Liquid just get a couple of kills that way, and the round is almost over. This time, at least, it's a bit more stretched out. They have some time to make up their minds here. And they take down Naf, who is second in the scoreboard for Liquid. So that's good. Good news.
What's the next move, Anders? Because you've got 30 seconds. The bomb on the T ramp right now.
You've got a lot of grenades. You could try and put some pressure on. If you throw the 2 common smokes at the back of the B bomb site, you put pressure on OC to either play in front of the smokes or leave his teammate here in the hallway alone. A little bit of a shot from Patsy. It's a good headshot, and they are putting in some smokes. OC, he can't escape. He does get a good kill. Molotov at his back, and eventually Carrigan will run him down. Still a 2-on-2. 8 seconds on the clock here. They're picking up the bomb, and they are going to get the bomb plant this time.
Here we go. Can FaZe find their first round since the pistol? It's not looking good whatsoever. Rainwaker continues his disgusting form here on Ancient, and Robs. We need some of that magic right here, right now. If he can sneak in towards shore here, maybe there's a chance, but Yekendal seems to be 1 step ahead of it. Doesn't matter, Robs will find the initial headshot here, looking for that second round. Second kill available to him, but no, it's denied once again. Rainwaker completely eviscerates his opponent, finding his 12th frag here on the CT side, and the 13th round in total for Team Liquid, as FaZe can get absolutely nothing done.
And it's very similar situation that turns it from a 2-on-2 into a 2-on-1. It's the Molotov to force out the planter. It was got OC the kill earlier with the shot through, and this time it was just a spray through the smoke. You know they have to run. They can't stay on that side, so the timing is a little bit easier than if you're just doing it completely blindly. Round number 15, and it's 13-1 in favor of Liquid. I can't hardly believe it.
I don't think anyone can. That's a hell of a nade as well. Max damage almost on a couple of players, and the flashbang is brutal as well. Napfly continues to destroy his opponent. The beat Bonsai here. Oh, he's in the zone right now, Anders. There's no stopping him.
He looks so lethal. Whether he's doing the anchoring or whether he is pushing aggressively like he was earlier, he's absolutely relentless right now.
Faze are just cowering in the corner. They don't want to do anything with these fights. They want to get the hell out of this one.
Yeah, this is anything but yum for Faze. There's
anything but.
A really tough position to be in. Don't know how you give a speech to bring them back. I mean...
Well, they've got no coach to provide the speech.
I know.
So, that is a problem as well.
Should have asked Robin to make a bit of a soundboard before he left so they could at least replay some of the old messages, you know?
So, 40 seconds remaining. Round 15, well underway. A 5-on-2, Anders. It looks like we're all done here.
Boom. 14-1 in their favor. Liquid, real close to causing a huge upset here. We'll see if they can finish what they started.
Holy moly, red beans and ravioli. Do not adjust your sets. The information on your screen is correct. European team, Team Liquid, currently have 14 rounds to 1 against FaZe Clan on the third and final map here. Anders, they win a single solitary pistol, and that is it. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Not for a long time. I actually can't believe what we're witnessing. Liquid look so good right now. In FaZe, they've not really bothered to show up yet on Ancient. They did almost make the comeback happen. They could have almost got it into overtime on the second map, but now they need a comeback that's almost impossible here. Twist with a good couple of kills. He's going to keep it going. 3 headshots to begin with. Henry, it's out of control. They are speed running Ancient right now, and FaZe, they are in a little bit of a chance here, but my God, I mean, this is what it takes, right? You want somebody to step it up. We were asking for it. Where are the big fraggers on FaZe? Twist with 9 kills now, almost in double digits. Maybe they can do it. OC and that, they're running it back here. 1 versus 3. Surely they've won the round, and they have a second on the board, a second pistol.
They've won both pistols.
My God.
They have won both pistols, and they have 2 rounds to 14. That is a grim reality for a FaZe Clan fan right now. It doesn't get much worse than this. If you win both pistols, in this sort of matchup where you're the heavy favourite, that should be a done deal. Usually you'd think, well, they didn't stand a chance to begin with. They lost both pistols against FaZe, but no. Those are the only 2 rounds they picked up. It all started with a magnificent Twist hat-trick here. Like I said, no one really stepping up. Love these replays. Look how crisp that was, but yeah, I need a lot more where that came from. Now, they did get the bomb down, but they're not going to force buy in the second round. A hero AK has been dropped. Patsy will be operating with the rifle, going into round number 2 here, to trying to make it as expensive as possible for the buy-up into the following round.
We saw this from Liquid before, investing into a single rifle in these rounds, and it seems to have been working out for them. So I think until they get evidence that it's punishing them, why not just keep doing it? Make yourselves a bit more dangerous. Good flash, and I think Patsy almost had the line up there. OC with a bit of a deagle shot, but it probably is too late here. Twist taking up a new position, ready for Rainwaker on the other side. And Naf is there behind him as well. They should be able to control the middle, no problem. The bomb is there, so you kind of have to go for it if you want to have a shot at it. And it's Naf to go down. A third round for FaZe.
3 on the board. Twist starting to find some form at the very least here, Anders. Manages to pick up another huge sequence of frags here. 4 in total. But as mentioned, the buy coming in this round. Liquid managing to get a couple of frags at least. Again, back-to-back highlight sequences, but that was against the Eco. The game really begins here. If he didn't catch Mirage, Team Liquid were also up 12-3 on that map.
True.
And it went all the way. 30 rounds, 16-14. So FaZe have the tenacity to pull this one back. Has to be said. They always seem to find a way. But it all starts here. What a flashbang that is. Perfectly executed. Neck up. Fighting for his life towards the ledge position, and Ross will pull one back.
Luxurious position to be in if you're Kindar, having so many rounds to figure out what the defense is like. You've got so much time to learn. It's a little bit different if it's a much tighter game and you're like, okay, one of the next 3 or 4 rounds has to work out, but they could lose the next 8 rounds and they'd be like, okay, well, it's getting a bit close, but we still have a lot to work with. So just a great, comfortable position, I think, if you're leading the team at the moment. Looks like they want to group up towards the B bomb site, and they do have smokes to throw in there, so they could block off some of these players. That doesn't always work on the map. I mean, even if you throw the smokes, we've already seen Liquid themselves were pretty good at shooting through the smokes, and FaZe, they know all of the same angles. But there's the double smoke. We'll see if they get the bomb plant to follow. Although, importantly, there are no more real nades left on FaZe. They don't have the Molotovs to get rid of the guy planting the bomb. Yeah, it's a clean plant. That's not a problem whatsoever. Nice little grenado. Push Karrigan back as well. Almost getting the frag. Rainmaker in a powerful position here. This is a nightmare. 1 round required for series points. They have a kit on Robs, but again, where are the smokes? Where are the grenades to get rid of anyone here? Rainmaker able to take down Rain, and now he continues. Double kill for him. This is a very, very weak retake that's coming in, and it gets completely denied. 15-3. I don't really blame FaZe for going. They had to go for it, right? They're so far behind, but you're right. That's series point now for Liquid. And the money isn't in a great spot. That hero AK purchase before got 2 frags, right? So they were fully invested going into that round. They're now going to have to operate at series points with MP9s, pistols, a twist for mass. Rainmaker looks incredibly powerful today. The impact of his frags, his contributions are, you don't get too much action anchoring towards the A bomb side, but each and every time he was tested, didn't get a boatload of frags, but the contributions of his positioning, his utility was fantastic. That kill not so much from Karrigan, but we'll take it all day long. It's getting wild over here on the B bomb side, but FaZe had the man advantage for now. It was Liquid trying to slip one by the keeper with the B pounce here, but they've been completely shut down. I can't believe the 5-7 was the weapon of choice to try and open things up, but it works out. And now Rob's looking to confirm the round. They'll have no idea. He's coming in the backtracks here, so they'll live to fight another day, Anders. 4-player survive. A weird call, considering you know they're going to be low on cash. You go for a very tight choke point, and Karrigan delivers with 2 big frags there. Like I said, not the cleanest frags. Almost felt like they just wanted to sacrifice Yakinda, but then once he went down, the rest of them decided anyway to go through. It's like, you don't really have to commit to it. If he's just there to throw in the MAC-10 and see what happens, I don't know why everyone else felt so comfortable doing that. Hilarious moment as well, blowing up Karrigan after he got them the double kill.
Yeah, you love to see that. That's not bad. And it is going to be a force back in response here. Galil's 3 of those out in full force. Molotov towards the K position. Ejekandar battles for control here. Flashbang affects the 2 residing players. You can see Brokey up close and personal. Going to try and reclaim territory as well here. Ejekandar will strike first, looking for the final round here. 1 more will do. Looking for one of those comprehensive victories here, but Ejekandar leaps into the arms of Rain. That's aggressive. Maybe too aggressive, some could say. It is kind of what he's known for, Ejekandar, so I don't want to take that away from him either, but giving a chance back for FaZe to keep fighting on. 4-on-4. And the bomb, it's on OC's back in the middle here. Speaking of middles, they got a position in Donut, and they could have a second one, so they're really close to some kind of an A crunch, and there's no information to FaZe to play with. They're really blind across the map right now. You can see Rob's in a overworked position as well, trying to patrol the Donut area, and A main as well, of course, and that's exactly where they'll be entering from. Tucks himself in by the platform. It's a strong position, but often checked. He'll strike first, get the double kill, make it a triple. This is beautiful from Robs. Twist to close things out. Just what the doctor ordered, but is it too little too late? That's the problem. They're already at series point. We had these conversations on Mirage. We doubted them then, Anders. And sure, they didn't win it, but they brought back a 12-3 deficit to round number 30. It ended up 16-14, so all they can do right now is take each round as it comes. And if Robs can keep that up, maybe there's a chance. Who knows? But no bomb planted. Loss bonus not established. It will have to be the full eco pretty much for Team Liquid.
They actually had, I think, 2 or 3 Molotovs, so they could have done something more to try and force out Robs in that moment, but obviously he got the jump on them there. He had 6 bullets when he continued to spray on to the third player. 6 bullets for a third kill, so really, really cool stuff. This is a cleanup, and it should be going to be 6 rounds for Faze, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, with the legendary names that are on Faze and with the combined experience of the team, it feels foolish to rule them out, but obviously the trouble really is it's a feeling that one mistake, like one screw up, and it's over. Yeah, it really is. But Faze will be deploying a new setup here, a double AWP. I love it, and 3 AKs. That's like the full house. Yeah, the royal flush. You like to see that, don't you? It's a beautiful thing. We'll see if this is where they can really show us what they're made of. Their final form, perhaps. Grenade from Patsy towards Red Room takes significant damage from the incendiary. Ekindar once again working towards the cave. Carrigan trying to spray him down. Needs to be careful here. Actually gets the opening frag. Doesn't take any damage en route as well. Yekina definitely thought that he'd fallen back. There's a very good mind game for Carrigan there. And Patsy's low. It's another good start for Faze. Slowly but surely, they're building something. Naf is anchoring outside of the B bomb site. The rest of his team are working in the middle, but they've already been discovered. I think Rain saw the shadow, and it's going to be plenty enough for a couple of kills there. Leaving just Naf. Strong headshot on the jump. And 50 seconds. All right, Naf. This is well within your wheelhouse. Your sort of round. The new look Naf as well. More chill than ever, if that was possible. He just is. Completely chilled out, which I think is one of the best things. Like, I love that contradiction in his personality and how wild he can be in the game. Anything but chill when it comes to that. 30 seconds, and I think because he found the AWP, he might just be thinking, all right, that's it. I don't want to go for it. They're currently set at maximum loss bonus. So saving the AWP, a half buy around it, that's pretty much the only option they have going forward without the plan. So you'll see Naf try and operate with the AWP and some tech lines around him. That could be enough to close out the game. So if he just dies, he gets $3,400. He'll be on a tech line as well. And he gets a kill for good measure. The economy, not a massive talking point considering there's only 1 round separating Faze from defeat here, but still make sure they don't have an AK-47, for example. So that's definitely a contributing factor. So the AWP will be saved, as mentioned. Will have to be tech 9s otherwise. We'll see what they can do with it. They can maybe take a tactical timeout and still win this round, but I like the audacity of Carrigan there. That's a big play to make. A solo encounter against Team Liquid players. Comes out on top in the duel. Beautiful shot from Naf. Yeah, even in defeat, he looks pretty decent. So yeah, here comes the tactical timeout, as I said. You can win these rounds. Daps knows it as well. You string together the correct execution here. Yeah, possibly the only person that could rival Naf in terms of chill factor is Daps. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Daps is great. So I guess with the AWP, but what are your options here? I guess you could boost up outside the B bomb site. Yes. That's a nice early opening pick and go for a little execution around that with a half buy. I think something like that, yeah. Just try and get a couple of wacky boosts in there. There are a number of them across the board you could do. That would be my go-to in terms of getting the most out of this AWP. They're going in that direction. Naf could be the one to boost. Time will tell. You can boost on the far side of the box. So yeah, up we go. I would prefer a quicker one, but there's the opening pick, and if I'm calling it a broke, he's definitely aware of it as well. So unfortunately, that pick won't be working out for them. And I think the AWP fell forwards, so kind of hard to pick up again. Probably what a wild peek from Brokey to take. There's no backup with him there. Now, they are coming in from the other side, but in theory, if he gets shut down, they could lose the AWP and maybe lose a couple more players to it. Still, this is all looking pretty good right now. Faze well on their way to winning an 8th round. Robs has got this deep lineup, and there's nothing they can do on the other side. Well, maybe nothing is a bit strong. Rainwaker coming up with a nice little deagle shot.
Yeah, not bad, but that's all they get, really. The save drop doesn't do much for them. Options quite limited on the T side of Ancient in that regard. You're constantly battling utility and jostling players. It's a chaotic map at times. As we see round number 24 come through, a similar vibe to Mirage, Anders. Like, just when you think the game's over, there's nothing more to be said, Faze, slowly but surely, they are clawing their way back into it. Like, you blink and you miss it. They'll be at double digits before you know it. Team Liquid, like, as a new squad, they're not necessarily closers yet. They are getting map and series point a lot this tournament, but closing it out has been a difficult process. But for now, Yekindao, he'll be slipping the net in middle. He knows there's presence on the other side of this smoke. You can clear out these close quarters without committing.
If he finds even one kill, they're going to be ready to pounce on that B bomb side. Here we go. Swings wide, watches Rain, and as that, they know that there can't be that much defense here. Maybe two players, but Carrigan is one of them with the right for the smoke. The timing, it couldn't have been better. Rainwaker low on health.
Yeah, I'm liking that from Carrigan, the Bastion and the B bomb site. It's taking a lot to dismount him from his post. As we'll see, another man advantage for Faze here. Carrigan continues his onslaught of bullets with that AUG. Trademark weapon for him, really. One of the few pros that uses it consistently. Brokey, synonymous with the AWP. He'll take down Naf and pretty much guarantee the round. I say that with bated breath. Rainwaker, that's my first mistake, will be pulling the frag back. Oh god, here we go.
Come on.
A chance once again to close things out right here, right now.
2-1-4 brought into a 2 versus 2. 30 seconds. They can still play around with the clock. They can still put some pressure on it, though. I love this from Robs. Look at this. Very defensive. He's not over-rotating. He just spots them out. And even that information is huge. What do they do now? He's going to put up the smoke. And they're going to have to... Yeah, they have to. Oh, this is going to be running the clock down very low in the back. Rain, careful now. He reels his position, so that element of surprise is gone. 8 seconds on the clock. And then double swing him. OC, what a shot that is.
Oh, God. All he had to do is deny the plant. Timing eludes him. He's in the open, trying to play the off angle. And now Robs. Surely nothing he can do. Molotov'd off. 2 versus 1. He's got a lot to do here, Anders.
Yeah, they have to play hide and seek with him. They just don't fight him. It's not worth it. Robs is an expert at these kind of positions, so you really, really want to make sure you don't give him the chance. A bullet on either player will kill anyone on Liquid here, so just force him to that defuse. Force him to tap the bomb before you even try to face him. And he feels the pressure. It's just all-encompassing right now. Tapping it once, and they're ice cold. They're waiting for him. There comes the first challenge, and it's too late. He has to stick it now, otherwise he's going to go down. It's Rainwaker at the end to bring him to that. And it's